the primitives in old lady sunglasses that quite frankly don't understand how freedom of speech works, yet every weekend they choose to come to Speaker's Corner. You couldn't make it up. I think we all need to work as a collective, and I think more people, well-meaning people of all backgrounds, need to start coming here more frequently to outnumber the numpties, the savages, the balaclava boys and the broccoli haircuts. They moan when someone uses a microphone and calls out their behaviour, but can't condemn kicking women, harassing women, kicking someone in the head. They can't condemn that, but they can condemn this. No, it's not about that. It's about the declining state of affairs in our nation we see here.
The ex-Islamists. Go Bills.
Okay. I'll start by apologizing because I'm a bit scared of heights and I've never really done public speaking. But I'm sure I can do a better job than our regrettable Prime Minister Keir Starmer. Sorry. I wanted to start by talking about some of the events which happened last week. So last week, a guy who comes here regularly, known as Young Bob, was assaulted, and when he was on the floor, he was kicked in the head. And when I went to confront the individual who kicked him in the head, he threatened to shank me and acted that he was going to pull out a knife. The police were informed. It's on camera, you twit. And he was there. We got a witness there, and it's on camera. The police were informed. They were supposed to get back to me and give me a crime reference number, and they still haven't. Surprise, surprise. But the point I wanted to make was, this park is the home of free speech and discussion. And the reality is, our miserable mayor, by the name of Sadiq Khan, has decided to scrap the Royal Parks Police. So as a result, at the moment, there's a police presence. But after about 5 p.m., 6 p.m., there is no police to be seen at all. And as a result, we all have a moment, all the law-abiding citizens. We look towards the gate and we go, what's that? Is it a bird? Is it a plane? No, it's the balaclava boys and broccoli haircuts. They've turned up, incapable of debate. They can't stand people speaking, so they come to Speaker's Corner, get offended by hearty words, start fighting and threatening to kill people because they haven't worked out what this place is about. And they still persist on coming here. You couldn't make it up. You really couldn't make it up. In addition to that, on the topic of free speech, I'm going to explain a bit of my personal experience as to why it's so important. A few years ago, when I was doing my research and wanted to discover what I really believe and really think what I should know about the world and about theology and history, I ended up coming across forums online where people were discussing their crisis of faith, and there was a lot of people of Muslim background struggling. But their problem was they were trapped in countries with a different legal system, apostasy laws, and even some of those that are secular states, they have a fear of reprisals from their family, from the communities they are surrounded in. And the reality is, in this park, we are seeing that mentality manifest before us. The reason I'm telling you this is because this freedom of speech and freedom of information, freedom of thought, is what saved and changed my life. And we have to protect it at all costs. The thugs, the balaclava boys, the primitives in old lady sunglasses that quite frankly don't understand how freedom of speech works, yet every weekend they choose to come to Speaker's Corner. You couldn't make it up. You really couldn't. But the point I'm telling you this, I think we all need to work as a collective. And I think more people, well-meaning people of all backgrounds, need to start coming here more frequently to outnumber the numpties, the savages, the balaclava boys and the broccoli haircuts. That's what we need to start doing as a collective. Pardon?
What do you think about Ukraine and Russia?
That Ukraine and Russia has nothing to do with freedom of speech in the UK and Speaker's Corner. That's not what I'm talking about. This is about our situation here and now. Because the fact is, there was a threat to murder last week, a threat to murder, and I would say the guy in the white tracksuits with the turquoise balaclava, if you see him, call 999 because he's wanted for assault and threats to murder, and in addition to that, he may be in possession of a bladed article. Yes, he kicked young Bob on the head. That's another topic completely. I'm talking about in the context of this place and the dangers we are all faced. Because the fact is,
People having the right to hate speech.
no, the fact is, this place has a rich history of people being allowed to say what they want. But time and time again, the same morons keep coming who can't understand freedom of speech and want to fight. And then they're moaning at me because I use this and said the usual suspects. Park regulations are not law, and this is allowed actually. So the fact is, they moan when someone uses a microphone and calls out their behavior, but can't condemn kicking women, harassing women, kicking someone in the head, threatening to murder, carrying knives. They can't condemn that, but they can condemn this. You couldn't make it up. This is the moral compass of these dangers to society. The usual suspects causing violence. I just explained who. Why is it, sir? Why is it, sir, whenever you come across someone who is of South Asian background, you bring up the cow. When you speak to someone black, you bring up ganja. And when you speak to someone white, you call them Polish. Why do you have a different term associated with their race? Because you are a worthless, racist streak of piss. Get out of here, you human question mark. Sling your hook. We don't need you. I would like to thank all of you kind and sensible, rational people who come here and understand what it's about and don't behave like twats in old lady sunglasses, don't cause violence and don't carry weapons. Thank you, all the good people, and please, let's work together to make this an inclusive, friendly environment as it should be. Thank you.
Great job. Well done. Amazing.
Well done. Well done.
You are turning to my country.
My channel is Critical Vision TV.
Oh, Bill. Rubbish. Oh, Billy, I go where you come. Nobody cares.
You talk a lot of sense, a hell of a lot of sense. It's just a shame that some of these people don't pick up on it.
And that's the point. They need to pick up. Sorry, my bag quickly.
Old lady sunglasses.
Immigration. I didn't know he was an orator,
What I'm
Billy.
saying, Billy, yeah, what I'm saying is that you can't judge me with him. I've got the
Oh, I
same sort of
don't.
background as him.
No, of course I would.
He gives us all a bad name. You know what I mean? We all
I
work
know,
together.
I know. But what I said the balaclava boys,
Yeah.
because if you turn up here in a balaclava, there's obviously something really wrong.
Absolutely.
Do you know what I mean?
In any condition, it's wrong.
Exactly.
You get 99% of us who are good thinking, good generally.
But that's why we all need to speak up more. That's why I said all the people, the rational people that understand and appreciate this place as a collective.
You should put that into your input because you should say
I did.
90% of the people are not like what this. This is a clown. 100%. He's embarrassing me, to be honest with you. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
I've got to make a long
it's
journey,
good, man. It's good.
Nice to see you.
Good to speak to you.
Well done. Any final words, Bills? So
Please.
The channel is called Critical Vision TV, and just give us
Yeah,
an
my
update.
channel's called Critical Vision TV. I've made a video, an introduction to explain what the channel's going to be about.
Okay.
I'd invite you all to come over.
Yep.
It's all going to be friendly.
Tell us why should we join your channel? Why?
So it's about, I'm going to share things about my journey with how I come out of my previous faith, but that's not the sole purpose of the channel. It's mostly about things that affect all of us and why we should be more critical minded. And but I will talk about the religious aspects because people keep asking me to, and I've mentioned that in my introduction video. So you're all welcome to come and join. My channel isn't going to be insulting. It's just going to weigh up the facts, me explaining my perspective. And when I do talk about religion, it's not personal. It's not a personal attack on anyone. I don't even aim to make you stop believing what you currently believe. I'm not trying to sell you a new set of beliefs. I couldn't really care less what you believe. It's just me explaining my perspective and how to think about things objectively and critically. Well, thank you. And don't forget, like and subscribe to Soko Films and my channel, Critical Vision TV.